Hello and welcome to the SafeChain portal. Today we're going to talk about the basics of our online store. We'll walk through how to log in. We'll walk through how to place an order. We will walk through how to look at previous orders. We'll look at how to look at invoices, and we will look at how to pay for invoices. So let's get started. When you set up as a new customer, or maybe you are an existing customer, you will get a welcome email generated from the system. It will give you a link to this website here. It will give you your username, which is typically your email address. It will give you a temporary password, which you can use to log in on your first time. And on your first login, it will prompt you to reset your password. If for whatever reason you forgot your password or you can't get in, you can click on Forgot Your Credentials. You'll enter your username. It will send you a email to reset your password. But for the purposes of this, you've got the right email address, you have the right password, you can sign in. And from here, most people would be entering the store to place an order. So we'll click on Orders, and we'll click on Catalog. The catalog will show you everything that we have listed on the online store. Most items will be in stock. You could see some that are out of stock. You can still place an order for an out of stock item. It will just go on back order. So for today, let's say that we are looking for some furosemide. So we'll just start typing in furosemide, and it'll pop up all of our furosemide items right here. From here, you can see that we have the inventory ID. That is in pharmaceuticals, that would be the NDC, is typically what we have listed. If it's a medical supply, it could be the reference number or an item number or something like that. We have the description. We have the unit of measure, so each. So this is a furosemide 20 milligram 1,000 count bottle. It's one bottle. The price is $34.69. The total we'll get to in a second. And we have 6 of these available in stock right now. If you wanted to place an order for this, you would click Add to Cart, and that defaults the quantity to 1. So now you'll see we have 1 furosemide at $34.69 for a total of $34.69. That we can add to our cart, but we're going to add some more. So let's say that we actually wanted to get 3 of these. We can just double click this and enter 3. So now we'll have 3. We'll have 3 of the items at $34.69 for a total of $104.07. Now let's say we wanted to add this item here too, this 40 milligram 100 count. Click Add. Let's up that to 3 as well. And we are good. So now you'll see we have 3 furosemide 40 milligram 100 count. The price is $6.74 each for a total of $20.22. So now we can add these to our cart. You'll now see we have 6 items in our cart for a total of $124.29. But let's say we wanted to add some more. So we're going to go up here to Find Item. We'll take that out. And now you can see everything we have available. So I'll use this opportunity to show you a different way you could search. We also have categories listed. So let's say that you wanted to see what medical supplies we have because you wanted to order some cotton balls. So we could click on the category. And we'll go through these categories real quick. So the retail catalog, that would be your maintenance meds. We have medical supplies, which would be your cotton balls, bandages, blades. We have medical supply RX. Those are medical supplies that require licensing to purchase. So that the primary example of that would be your needles and syringes, because they are RX items, even though they are medical supplies. Physician RX, that would be like Lito-Epi, sodium bicarb, things like that. Local anesthetics typically used in physician offices that are doing some sort of in-office procedure. Controls, we have most controls listed. We do not have C2s listed, and a couple of other opioid items. If you want to buy controls, you typically are dealing with a rep, and it's best to talk through that with your rep. But you can place orders for some controls online, but not C2s. So reach out to your rep if you want to add anything to your order that's not listed here. We do offer some APIs, and we offer diabetic supplies. But like I said, we are looking for cotton balls. So we're going to go to medical supplies. And we have cotton balls right here. You can see in medical supplies, we have everything from biopsy punches to bandages, um, dressings, drapes, gauze, and there's a whole lot that we have here. Where there's a whole lot we're adding. We have a lot of disinfectants as well, surface cleaners and things like that. But back to what we're trying to do. We're going to add these cotton balls right here. It is 2,000 cotton balls in a bag. So this price of 1088 is for one bag of 2,000. So we're going to add one of these. So we click add to cart. It defaults to one. It's going to be one bag of 2,000 cotton balls for a total of $10.88. We're going to hit add to cart. Now we have 7 items in our cart, $135.17. From here, we're going to go ahead and add to, or I'm sorry, we're going to open our cart. We'll go to checkout. From here, if you wanted to continue shopping, maybe this was a premature checkout, we can just hit continue shopping. That'll take us back to the previous page. We could also clear our cart. Maybe we just want to start over and empty everything out. We could clear our cart and then proceed to checkout. So from here, you just kind of look at what's in your cart that you're about to check out. Let's just say, you know what, we actually don't need these cotton balls. We could click on this line and click delete. That will remove the cotton balls from our cart. The cart looks good to me, so we are going to proceed to checkout. From this screen, there you could select a location. If you have multiple locations with us, this account does not, but you could click the drop down and maybe you have one here in Maryland, maybe you have a Utah facility. You could click your different locations that have been loaded. You can review your information here, but you cannot edit it. Obviously, a lot of the items we sell are RX and they require to be shipped to locations that have a license. So if you have a location you'd like to add with a license, you can reach out to your rep or to your customer service team or to compliance to add the location you'd like to add. Shipping information, we have our line total. It's $124.29 that we have. A tax is $745. The order total is $131.47. Ship via, this will default. Typically, customers that are set up with us, they have a default ship via. In this case, this company is local to Maryland. It's local to near our office, so we actually do deliveries, and we will do deliveries to anybody within about an hour and a half of Maryland or St. George, and we can talk through that with your rep. In this case, like I said, they're defaulted to courier. Um, there are a ton of shipping options. It can definitely be overwhelming. You only need to really know of two. So you have UPS Ground and UPS Next Day Saver. Those are the two that I would recommend using. UPS Ground is free to retail pharmacies, and Next Day is $50. So those are probably the two that I would use. You're probably not going to use the other ship methods, but unfortunately, we can't limit their view on the website. The delivery date, you can leave this alone. If you wanted to select a future delivery date, which most people would not, you could. But in this case, if you just leave this alone, we're going to ship it ASAP. Obviously, due to is today. That's the day I'm making this presentation. So that it would ship today as long as it's in stock. Residential delivery, you can leave that alone. Nobody's going to be residential delivery. And use customer's account, you can leave that alone as well. There are a couple of shipping options. Typically, 99% of people are going to want to leave this alone and stick with available and back order. What this does is if we have 3 items and 2 are in stock, we will ship the 2 in stock items today. And when the third comes in, we will ship that to you at that time. This field is for notes. The one common use for this notes section might be a retail pharmacy that's placing the bulk of their order online, but they did want to add some C2s or they did want to add a product that's not available online, but that we do sell and we do have in stock. The most common example of that would be if we have a C2 of some sort. So the customer may want to say, I'll call my rep to add C2. All right, from here, everything looks good. Again, we could click go back to the cart if something's wrong or if we forgot to add something to our cart. In this case, everything looks good to me, so we're going to proceed. We will click continue. From here, this is your final checkout page, your final chance to kind of review everything before you hit submit order. You can return to shipping detail if you wanted to go back again and change something. In this case, we're not. We're going to leave this alone. And we're going to click Submit Order. So here's a copy of your order. You could print it here. You could export it to PDF. You could export it to Excel. What happens on the other end, on our end of things, a email will go out to your rep letting them know that you have placed an order. It will give them a chance to review the order. It will give them a chance to call you if there's any problems or if something's out of stock. It will give them a chance to adjust the price if maybe you guys have spoken offline and we're going to price match $32 on this item instead of $34.69. They could make that adjustment at that point in time. They could add your C2s or whatever. From there, they will take the order off hold and it will go into shipping.